Okay, awesome. Sorry about that, y'all. It usually takes us just a couple minutes to kind of get everything set up. But my name is Brandy Walker. I'm a Diamond Ambassador with Plexus. And I see a lot of new faces on this call tonight. And I'm super excited that you guys have joined us because we want to go over just some simple ways to get started on your products. Just a little bit about me. I've been with the company for about 7 years now. And when I started Plexus, I had, oh my goodness, the most horrible digestive issues of probably anybody that I knew at the time. And I had severe constipation. I had horrible PMS. I passed out randomly. I had, numbness and tingling over half my body. I was just literally a hot mess. My hormones were just horrible, and I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep at night, but I was falling asleep on the couch at 7 or 7:30 p.m. every night because I was just absolutely exhausted. And y'all, these products literally changed my life. And I know that sounds, if you're on this call, can you mute yourself real quick, please?
All right. Good night.
Uh-oh.
You're ready for your test tomorrow.
I'm trying them.
All right. Love you. Love you. See you in the morning. Set your time.
Okay, I can't mute it, but if you're on this call, if you're listening, can you just try to mute yourself? But anyway, the products changed my life. And so we just want to kind of go over some tips that Kelly and I have learned along the way. And I think these things will be really helpful for you as you get started on your products. And Kelly?
Brandy, see if I could find who it was. Okay. All right. Well, really quickly, I'm Kelly Foster. If you don't know me, I'm an ambassador in Michigan. And wow, that's challenging. So much clicking. If you are unmuted, please mute yourself so we can kind of get rolling here. Okay. And I'm just going to start. We're going to try to keep this brief for the most part. And I'm sorry. I'm trying to find that person that's making me nuts.
Look for Marianne. Okay. Look for Marianne. Marianne, can you go on mute, please?
There's like 3 of them. I don't know who it is.
And Diane.
Thank you, whoever's doing that for us. Okay, so really quickly, we're just going to go through the what, when, how often, how many basics, and then maybe hello, was that for me?
Diane Y, can you go on mute, please? Diane Y. I don't know how to pronounce the name. Yana Lunas.
Thank you for,
Thank you.
Thank you for telling me her name. We love you, Diane. Sometimes I flush the toilet while I'm on a call, so it happens to the best of us. Okay, so Slim. There are 2, and I say this very oftentimes to my people. People tend to be in like one camp or the other. They either love microbiome activating Slim and hate hunger control, or they love hunger control Slim and they hate microbiome activating. So I always have a reservoir for somebody that I have given a recommendation to, and if they hate the one that I've given them, I can switch it out and they are most likely going to love the other one. But here are the basics, okay? They both have chromium, they both have alpha lipoic acid. They're going to balance your blood sugar, which is the name of the game here, right? So balanced blood sugar means your entire hormone system is going to kind of respond to insulin being your master hormone. So that means your sex hormones, your cortisol, your female hormones, your thyroid are going to respond. And so typically when that happens, we see an increased mood, an improvement in mood. We see an increase in energy, and things just kind of start clicking from there. That means better food choices, and you just feel better when your hormones are balanced, right? They both have chromium, which is a mineral that is going to help us to build lean tissue. In addition to balancing blood sugar, and when you build lean tissue, here's what I always say: let one healthy choice lead to another. When your blood sugar is balanced, you have more energy, you're going to move your body more. So you're going to build more lean tissue. You're going to metabolize fat more efficiently. And it's really just a huge win, which is why pretty much we always say everybody needs to be on Slim. So the major differences are the flavor, right? So hunger control is more of a citrusy flavor, where microbiome activating is the watermelon, lemon flavor. And so flavor is a big deal for a lot of people. But the other big difference is the pre-dietary fiber. Okay, so they both have alpha lipoic acid, so they are removing free radicals. They are helping us to build lean tissue. They are helping us to balance our blood sugar. But the pre-dietary fiber is different. So with Hunger Control Slim, you're going to have dietary fiber that is kind of bulky. So it helps us to feel satiated. It helps us with calorie control. We are going to, tend to feel less need for grazing. And so anybody who is on a weight loss journey, who is saying to you, okay, let me back up. Every single solitary person that you are talking to, you have to say this question: what are your health goals? You have to ask them what their health goals are. And so this has been kind of an epiphany for me, but it's huge. And I hope you will all hear me and write this down. I don't know who said it, but it kind of hit me like square between the eyes. We want to be giving them what they want, and then we can give them what they need. Okay. So find out what their health goals are, and then streamline them to a quicker result. The days of putting everybody on triplex are over. And we want to get them a result. We want them to be happy. We want them to fall in love with the products, and then we can kind of, teach them and give them time, and then give them what they need, which yes, is gut health and triplex, perhaps. But in any case, so hunger control is going to just help with a lot of people, and everybody's not on a weight loss journey, but many people are. So hunger control is a very good option, because you're still getting the benefits of also lowering triglycerides and those unhealthy blood pressures, and all of the goodness that comes from Slim. So with microbiome activating, we are getting pre-dietary fiber that is going to actually feed the good microbes in our gut. And there we get prebiotics in some foods that we eat, but certainly not enough to tip that balance if you're dealing with somebody who really has a gut health goal. And so microbiome activating is just going to feed those good microbes. So presumably if you're doing microbiome activating, you're probably starting them on triplex, or they're taking triplex. And so as you are as they are repopulating the good microbes in their gut with probably Probio 5, you're going to feed those microbes with prebiotics that are in microbiome activating. And it's just kind of like you really have to have those conversations. What are your goals? Where are we going with this? And then if they are doing microbiome activating, they have to know, okay, this is a gut health journey. Let's talk about gut health. And then you're going to have a conversation about a die-off and detox and all of those things. Okay. So with Slim, I have here, so let's talk about what, when, how often, how many. So people who are definitely on a weight loss journey, if you're talking about clinical studies, very oftentimes the people who did get the results that are in our clinical studies were drinking 2 Slim a day. So the chromium that is in Slim is very safe for them to take 2 a day. They don't have to take 2 a day. And I have some people even who will take microbiome activating in the morning And then Slim Hunger Control in the afternoon, because if you think about it, in the afternoon, that's when we get those urges to kind of graze and munch. And so a second stick of Slim in the afternoon is perfectly safe and fine. And so combining them in that way is also perfectly appropriate. But I have a quote here at the bottom, and you're going to see, we're not going to probably read every single one of these to you, but we would like for you to kind of maybe focus in on them, because the key to all of these products is consistency. And so I'll just read the first one here. It says, don't wait until you've reached your goal to be proud of yourself. Be proud every step you take toward reaching that goal. So take your products. People say to me all the time, like, well, when should I take it? The biggest takeaway here is that they're taking it, optimally. Slim Hunger or microbiome activating, you would take first thing in the morning, and really even hunger control before you start consuming calories for the day, because you want to have that tight band on your balanced blood sugar. But people who are on that weight loss journey, we like for them to have it maybe a little bit later in the day and in the afternoon when they really need help with hunger control. So the takeaway here is, find a time that is convenient for you and that works into your schedule, but take it, right? The product in the bag is not doing you any good at all. And I think that's it for Slim. Anything to add on Slim, Brandy? Okay.
I'm not unmuted. Which Slim do you take, Kelly?
I do microbiome activating.
Yes, I do too.
Yeah, for many reasons, but so many people who are just obsessed with hunger control. So
yes, I'm the same. I take the microbiome activating because I had so many gut issues before I started Plexus, and so it works perfectly for me. But I do have a lot of people that love the hunger control. So, okay, next up we have BioCleanse, and I can honestly say, from someone who was chronically constipated before I started Plexus, this is my go-to product. It's the one I literally cannot live without. It's not just for constipation, but it is, it's definitely going to help you with that. This product, it's got magnesium, which is also going to help with things like, muscle aches and pains, sleep. It's also can give you natural energy. But this is a product that you really can't do without. I tell my customers a lot of times, this product also needs to be taken with lots and lots of water. Really, all of our products need to be taken with lots and lots of water, because if you really need to be taking or drinking at least half your body weight in ounces of water each day with all the products, but particularly BioCleanse. And I'll tell you why. If you're constipated and this is one of those products that you're, trying to clean your gut out with, it's almost like the analogy of, when you were a kid, I grew up in the country. So if you didn't grow up in the country, maybe you didn't make mud pies when you were growing up, but my grandmother used to give us little tins and her spoons, and we go play in the dirt, and we would, pour cups of water and mix up this concoction and make a mud pie. And so it's kind of the same thing with your gut. And I know it sounds funny, but if you're making a mud pie, you want it to be like soft and almost like pudding, right? So if you put a cup of water in with your mud pie, that's probably the consistency that you're going to get. If you put a couple of tablespoons of water in there, you're probably going to get a brick. And that's honestly the same thing with your gut. So it really, BioCleanse is going to help clean out your gut, but if you're not drinking enough water, it's not going to do any good. So that's super important. And it's something that I found, like I said, I've been taking these products 7 years now. And I definitely, and definitely for anybody that's dealing with constipation or diarrhea, because a lot of times people who actually have diarrhea are actually constipated because your gut is kind of like a water hose. And so, right, if you have a water hose and it's really stopped up in there, but you have like a tiny little hole that basically that your poop can get through, it can come out like water. And you think maybe, oh, I've got diarrhea, but you actually could be constipated. So it's super important that you're taking this product. If you're taking the triplex, if you got any kind of gut issues, whatsoever, you want to be taking BioCleanse, because we want to clean out the gut so that we can put the good bacteria back in with our Slim and the prebiotics that are in Slim, and also the next product that we'll be talking about, our probiotic. But this product contains magnesium. It also contains vitamin C. It's so much better for you than things like Miralax, which has horrible chemicals in it that I promise you are not good for you at all. This product is natural. It's not, you're not going to get addicted to it like you would any other laxative. And believe it or not, it actually helps people who also have diarrhea. You know, like I said, sometimes you can be constipated, but also sometimes you can have things like Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis, or just, you know, just IBS with diarrhea. And so this product can help slow it down. Now, a couple of tips that I've learned since I started the products. You know, when I first started taking it, the directions on the bottle, I have a bottle right here. The directions on the bottle say to take 2 capsules between meals. So like 2 in the morning between, you know, breakfast and lunch, and then 2 again between lunch and dinner. Okay. If you're constipated, or really for most people, first of all, it's not really ideal to be popping pills all day long. If that's what you prefer, that's totally fine. But for me and most people on my team we have found that it's a lot easier, first of all, to remember to take these products if you just take them all at night before bed. And it also helps your body because you're not competing with all your food that you've put in your body all day long. And, you know, if you take these on an empty stomach, like right before bedtime, it's almost like clockwork. You're just going to go in the morning. You're not going to be bloated. You're just going to go like normal. And so, you know, it says to start off with 1 or 2 capsules. And I actually take 6 a night. And so that's okay. Like some people just require more, and some people can, you know, just take 1. I know a couple of people that only take 1 a day. It just, everybody's different. So just because the directions say, you know, to take 2 twice a day, that's not necessarily the case for everybody. If you've got any kind of gallbladder issues, you want to be really careful with this product, and probably start really slow. But if you're severely constipated, you could probably start with a couple of more. And so this product is something you definitely want to talk to your sponsor about, and, you know, get you know, their advice on what you should be taking for you. And we also, if you do have any specific needs, like you've got ulcerative colitis, Crohn's disease, or anything like that, make sure you tell your sponsor when you start these products, because we have special directions for people with those conditions. And so it's very important that you start with those directions. That way you get the best results. Do you have anything to add, Kelly?
Yeah, just real quick, you know, I take 4 every single night before I go to bed. But this is actually, like, I think the most, it's hard to say that because I want to say it with every product, but I tell people all the time, you cannot skip BioCleanse. Like magnesium, we talk about soil depletion all the time, and most of us are magnesium deficient. Like, it's an essential mineral. We need it for over 300 enzymatic functions in our body, like energy, which Brandy was mentioning earlier. But it's really critical, and every Western disease is linked back to magnesium deficiency. So I always say, you know, it's you're buying insurance. You're purchasing insurance for quality of years later in your life. And the magnesium that's in BioCleanse is the most bioavailable form. So that's the other thing to say, because a lot of people will buy magnesium supplements, you know, off the shelf at GNC or wherever, and you're not necessarily getting a form that is bioavailable. And so it's really an important differentiation. And people who have migraines,
yes, I forgot about that.
Number 1 is magnesium deficiency. So even so many people who have migraines, they buy a magnesium supplement. Their doctor will tell them, well, here, you need it. And it's not bioavailable, and their migraines don't go away. And then they take BioCleanse, and guess what? Their migraines go away.
And I'm one of those people. I had migraines before Plexus. I had them often, but I also had them every month right before my cycle started. And so I don't have those anymore. It's wonderful.
Game changer. Okay, so Probio 5, this is the probiotic that comes in the triplex, so Slim, BioCleanse, and Probio 5. And this is really like our gut house, our gut health ground zero, I guess, right? And so Probio 5, again, with these 3 products, you really want to make sure you're checking in with your sponsor and talking about health goals and also symptoms that people are having, so you know how to start these products. But Probio 5 is a pretty special probiotic, because most probiotics that you are purchasing have freeze-dried probiotics. They die from the heat of your mouth. Probio 5 has a special capsule which ensures that the microbes that are in the capsule are going to make it through the stomach acid and through the heat of your body to your gut, which is where it needs to get, right? So Probio 5 has essential microbes that we are trying to repopulate during the healing process, but it also has some other fabulous products, digestive enzymes, and one of those being chitosanase, which is not found in any probiotic. There's really not a comparable product, but chitosanase is the digestive enzyme that is necessary to break through the outer shell of Candida yeast. And so for many people, when the number of people that I've talked to lately who are going to NatPaths and doing all of this bio testing, who are talking about biofilm and all that, that's what they're experiencing, is just this upside down ratio, and more often than not, too much Candida yeast in their gut. So Probio 5 is going to repopulate some really important good microbes, but it's also going to go in and go to battle with the bad guys, Candida yeast, and any like microbes that just don't belong and have tipped that ratio from good to bad. We're supposed to have a ratio of 85 to 15% good to bad bacteria, but all of the over-the-counter medications and all of the sugar and the preservatives and the junk that's in our food, antibiotics that we've been taking for however many years, has really just tipped that ratio upside down and created an environment where the bad guys have outcompeted the good guys. And so Probio 5 is going to go in and help us to, kind of get rid of those bad guys and repopulate the good guys. And as Brandy was saying, it's really important to speak with your sponsor about doing a slow start. I always have a candid conversation with my people who say, yep, gut health is my goal. And let them know that, when those bad guys die, they release endotoxins, and that you're going to feel that. And that's how your products are working. And, just kind of empower them and let them know that, that means your products are working. You're tough. You've got this. We're going to go slow. We can go as slow as we need to go. But quitting is kind of, if you walked 5 miles into the woods, you have to walk 5 miles out. So at 50 years old, if you've been taking antibiotics your whole life and birth control medications and OTCs, and, you've had a sugar, the American diet, right? We have some work to do. And so you can go as slow as you need to go, but you don't want to quit. And so with Probio 5, I typically take mine before bed. I think most people would recommend taking it before bed and letting it go to work. If I have somebody who has digestive issues, this is the difference. And if you've gotten somebody through like the healing process of gut health through any die-off or detox, there are a lot of people who just have digestive issues, and so they eat and their tummy is upset and that kind of thing. You can take Probio 5 with a meal. So somebody who has, a lot of trouble after they eat, I would recommend taking a Probio 5 with their meal, because the digestive enzymes that are in Probio 5 are going to help them with digesting proteins and digesting foods that their body is struggling to digest. So depending on where they are in their journey, if we're going, okay, this is gut health healing, we have to get through die-off and detox, we're going to take it before bed. And if they need some added support as you are increasing ProBio 5, we'll typically start at 1 and increase all the way up to 4 or 6, depending on how bad their symptoms are. And that's why your sponsor is so important. But some people just need help with food digestion. So if you're taking ProBio 5 with your meal, just know that those digestive enzymes are going to be helping them to break down food. If you're taking ProBio 5 on an empty stomach before bed, then those digestive enzymes are going to get to work on, like, for example, any scar tissues or dead organic material that needs to be broken down that's just hanging out, or candida yeast, right? When there's food, the digestive enzymes are going to work on the food. But when the food is not present, those digestive enzymes are going to get to work on cleaning house in your gut. So that's just something to be mindful of. And how often, how many, as I said, you're going to check with your sponsor. But that's the name of the game with ProBio 5. Anything to add on that one, Brandy?
I think you've covered that one. This one has kept me out of the doctor's office for 7 years. Literally, I started Plexus, and I know I keep talking about the things I've had, but I feel like a lot of people have had these. I had chronic UTIs, probably 5 a year when I started Plexus. I've had 1 in 7 years. So, and this is the product that's responsible for that, I feel sure. I mean, kind of a combination, but it's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't really talk about our stories, but
Mhm.
with me, I have arthritis, and I was taking 600 to 800 milligrams of ibuprofen every single solitary day. And I'm going to be 49 this year. I had seasonal allergies that were so debilitating. Like, I probably should have been in the ER every year for most of my life, because my histamine responses were it was so bad. I had shots. I took every single solitary over-the-counter medication and prescription medication known to man. And this November will be my 6th year. I kind of lose track, but I have not had any seasonal allergies, not one, nothing. I haven't had to purchase any, allergy meds at all. And so that's a testament to gut health. And you can't make that stuff up. I say that all the time, but it's crazy. You just can't.
It really is crazy. Okay, so the next products we're going to talk about are our multivitamins. So we have X Factor, which is our original multivitamin, and we have X Factor Plus, which is our medical grade, super high-powered multivitamin, multi-mineral supplement. And I don't have a bottle of the X Factor Plus. I have it in there, but I forgot to grab it. And this is our X Factor Plus. Y'all, these products are absolutely amazing. If you have the MTFHR gene, which some people cannot, they cannot fully absorb B vitamins, and Kelly, correct me if I'm wrong about that, but these vitamins, they have fully methylated B vitamins in them, and it's kind of rare. You'll see multivitamins all over the place, but very rarely will you see them fully methylated. And so it's safe for anybody that has the MTFHR gene. If you don't have it, then actually it's very, very common. A lot of people have it and don't even realize they have it. But if you do have this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So if you're going to get any multivitamin on the market, you need to get one that's fully methylated. Also, these products contain aloe, and it helps our vitamins absorb up to 300 times more than any other multivitamin on the market. Y'all, I have been on kind of a health journey for probably 20 years now, and my health was so bad. I took so many different vitamins, so many different supplements, and this is literally the only vitamin that I've ever been able to really tell a difference. Like, I can tell when I don't take it, and it works quickly. So it gives me like just natural energy, that mental clarity. It's just if you've got any kind of thyroid issues, it has thiamine in it and several other vitamins. Both of these products do that are going to help you with your thyroid. Also, X Factor Plus has polyphenols in it, and these are proven to help with hot flashes. So if you are anywhere, in perimenopause, menopause, and you are dealing with hot flashes, y'all, there's so many testimonies of people that their hot flashes just within, honestly, almost a few days of taking X Factor Plus, their hot flashes are starting to go away. So that right there alone is life changing. Just the mental clarity and the natural energy that you're going to get from these two products are amazing. Everybody needs to be on a multivitamin supplement, especially with all the viruses and illnesses that are going around now. This is just another layer to help your immune system to keep you well, so you're not catching everything that's coming along. And just, oh my goodness, it's good for so many things. You can take so with the original X Factor, that one can honestly, it's always best to take vitamins with food, but that one I can take it on an empty stomach, and there's no nausea, no feeling yucky or anything. I can literally take it anytime. And that one is probably the one that I take the most, just because I have a very sensitive stomach. X Factor Plus is one that you will definitely need to take with food, because like I said before, it's a medical grade. It's very high powered multivitamin and mineral supplement. And so you're going to want to take that kind of like, in the middle of a meal, go ahead and pop that. You can take 1 to 2 X Factor Plus a day. Some people even take 3. Kelly, do you have anything to add on these?
No, I would just say, for sure with X Factor Plus, like anybody who has hot flashes, it is life changing. Anybody who has any of those kind of menopausal symptoms, it also has additional prebiotic fiber in X Factor Plus, so that's another benefit of that one.
Yes, these products are amazing. If you have hot flashes, you'll just about do anything to get rid of them. And so, it works for me too. So it's amazing.
And, Brandy, you're talking about like fully methylated B vitamins. That's, I think, something important for us to know about all of the ingredients for every Plexus product, is that every single ingredient is going to be in its most bioavailable form. Like most B vitamins, if you just go to GNC or CVS and buy it off the counter, and you're going to get folate, right, which is a synthetic form of B vitamin, and people can't absorb it. With B vitamin alone, there are 9 different grades of B vitamin. And so anybody can slap B vitamin on their label and sell it to you and make some money on it, but you're not getting any benefit from it whatsoever. So that's just the case with every single ingredient that's in Plexus products, is that it's going to be, your body's going to be able to use it. And so this is Mega X. And lots of people take, I think, fish oil. It's a pretty common, idea at this point. But Mega X is a completely plant-based omega compared to fish oil. And so just so you know, about most, omegas that are on the market, they come from farm-raised fish sources. So they're full of, toxins and metals, and it's farm-raised, fish. And it's just not something that we like to see, right? So Mega X is completely plant-based from, let me see, raspberry seed extract, goodness gracious, the ahi flower. So different sources that are going to have these essential fatty acids. And the other thing that sets it kind of apart is that it has all of them, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9, and even more. So when you are taking like a fish oil or whatever, in order for your body to be able to use it to convert those essential fatty acids to do the work they need to do in your body, your stearidonic acid and your linoleic, something to that effect, acid, they have to be in the right ratio. And so again, with Plexus and the integrity in these products, those ratios are appropriate so that your body can then convert those omegas into the appropriate, insert the name that I just tried to say, and do the work that they need to do in your body. And so it's really an amazing product. If you have any trouble at all with sleep, which so many of us to do. I think compounding factors for sure, but you have to have the right amount of omega-3 in your body to convert your hormones from serotonin to melatonin at night. And so you're supplementing your body. This is an essential fatty acid. And so essential means exactly that. Like you have to have it. And our bodies don't make it. So we have to get it into our body by what we eat. And unless you are doing a superb job of eating, farm raised, self-sustained, non-industrialized plant and agricultural sources, we need some help. And that's why we really talk so much about how important supplementing is. It's important for your brain health. It's important for your heart health. It's essential for your heart health. And so my husband and I both take Mega X every single solitary night. I take 3 most nights. I just know that I'm doing something good for my body. And again, purchasing life insurance for quality years at the end of my life for my heart and my brain and really everything that relies on those essential fatty acids.
Yes, we take these every night as well.
All right. Anything to add on that one? No.
Best sleep ever.
Best sleep ever.
Good stuff. Okay. We already did this one.
I know. It always goes backwards on me sometimes. There we go.
Okay. Lean. Okay. Y'all, this product is amazing. This is our Plexus Lean. It is our protein shake, and it comes in vanilla and chocolate. And we also have a vegan lean, which also comes in vanilla and chocolate. And this product is can be a meal replacement, or it can be a snack. If you use it as a meal replacement, you're going to want to use 2 scoops. If you're using it as a snack and just to get more protein in your diet, then you can just use 1 scoop. I usually mix it in a shake. I use a blender and I put like a half a banana with sometimes water, sometimes almond milk. You really don't even, it tastes sweet, but it's, I think it's only 5 grams of sugar. It's very, very, very low in sugar. But if you are trying to lose weight, you're going to want to add more protein to your diet. And I can honestly say, about 2 months ago, I just started adding more protein to my diet. I didn't take anything away. I just added more protein, and I lost 5 pounds just by adding more protein to my diet. So y'all, this works. And I only used it as a snack. I guess I would say a snack, but I actually did it for breakfast. And I did 1 scoop. And so if you were doing 2 scoops and actually replacing a meal, you will definitely lose more weight. There's so many testimonies about this. And not only that, this, it's a very clean, lean. It's, oh my goodness, I'm trying to think. It's just, it tastes delicious. It tastes like if you mix it with a banana, some ice, and some almond milk, it tastes like a Wendy's Frosty. And I'm not exaggerating. It is so good. So you don't feel like you're missing out on anything. And if you're on the weight loss journey, like Kelly was saying before, this is a product that you're going to want to add to your regimen. It's delicious, and it's going to help you get that extra protein that you're going to need for weight loss. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else. For every bag you buy, there are meals that are donated to people who need food. And so I forget the name of the program.
Feeding America.
Feeding America. Yes, it's Feeding America. So,
and also no bovine growth hormone, which in so many whey products you're going to find that bovine growth hormone, and it also is grass-fed whey. So like everything is done like with the utmost integrity. So you just really can't compare any other product to what we're producing here. And Brandy, you're right. It is delicious.
And if you're lactose intolerant, I actually have a dairy intolerance / allergy, but y'all, I can actually take this. It's literally the only dairy anything. I don't do cheese. I don't do milk. I don't do butter. I don't do anything, but I can take this product and it does nothing like
That's
except
because of
give me
how
the protein.
clean that
Yes.
whey isolate is. That's
Yes.
exactly why.
And
And
it is
so many people have said the
so good.
same thing.
Yep. Mhm.
Okay, so this is Active. And Active is our answer to Monster or Red Bull or any of the other items that are out there. Active is a clean energy drink, and I've been talking about integrity a lot with the ingredients and the products, and that's exactly what you're getting in Active. It's broccoli and kale and tart cherry and just a super powerhouse of antioxidants. So they're going to help us to get rid of free radicals in our body. But also this specific blend that's in Active is proven to actually dilate the diameter of your vein. It's a vasodilator, meaning that if you are exercising and working out, it's going to dilate the diameter of your veins so that the blood that is full of all the nutrients that you have been putting into it is going to get to the parts of your body that it needs to get to without overtaxing your heart. So my husband, whom I love so much, and he's also very physically active every day. I'm like, did you drink your Active? Did you drink your Active? Did you drink your Active? Because I care about him and I love him. And I know that, he's working out hard. And if he can not tax his heart quite so much, that makes me feel good. But what that also does is it contributes to a quicker recovery. It helps us to have a harder, more intense workout. We're not getting winded and, fatigued quite so quickly. And I am here to tell you that I have been exercising my entire adult life. This is the best pre-workout I've ever experienced in my life, and I don't go to the gym without it. I will admit that sometimes I drink too because I have kind of built up a tolerance. It does have natural caffeine in it, in addition to the products that are going to help you with recovery. And so it's clean, natural caffeine. If you have ever looked at any pre-workouts or Red Bull or things of this nature, if you see the word caffeine on the label, that is a synthetic caffeine. And people who have like heart flutters and reactions, usually that's what their experience is with caffeine. They don't realize that when you use a natural caffeine, you don't get quite the same experience. It also has, I think it's cyanide in it that is going to help to kind of reduce any of those flutters or feelings of anxiousness that some people might experience. But it is a clean energy product, and even people who are not really necessarily like using it as a pre-workout in the afternoon, you come home from work, you're tired, you're, well, I have to do this and I have to do that. It's a really nice answer for an afternoon pick-me-up, to just kind of help you to get through the rest of your afternoon, and know that you're also doing something that's good for your body. Some people, if you're going to have a conversation, some people are very sensitive to caffeine. And so you can have the conversation with them. If you are very sensitive to natural caffeine, then maybe you don't want to drink it after 4 p.m. But you can have that conversation and just let them know. It doesn't faze me. It doesn't affect me at all. And very often times I work out in the evening and I don't have a problem with it. But people can kind of titrate themselves and figure out, what works for them. Oh, and talk about delicious. So this bag that you see here, that's peach mango. We have the starfruit guava, which I love, and then pineapple lemongrass, which was a limited release flavor that they brought back out, and it's amazing. But this peach mango in the summertime, you're going to brew yourself a big old jug of sun tea, and then you're going to mix it with a sleeve of peach mango, and it is insane, delicious, amazing. You can thank me later for that one. All right, Brandy.
Okay, next up is MetaBurn. And so this is one of our weight loss products, but I will tell you that people take it for several different reasons. So you can think this is a mood stabilizer. It's for fat loss and for thyroid support. And y'all, there's oh my goodness, it's got adaptogens in it that's going to help your mood. It's if you're, if kind of your mood's up and down, this is going to help just calm you down. It's going to help with anxiety, and it does have caffeine in it, L-theanine, but it's a calming caffeine. I can tell you that I cannot do a lot of caffeine. I do have a mitral valve prolapse. I've never once had any kind of issue with this MetaBurn. As a matter of fact, it makes me super calm. But it also makes me super focused. And anybody on here knows me, I'm not the most focused person in the world. But when I take MetaBurn, I can literally get my to-do list just knocked out. It's almost like taking something for, ADD or ADHD. Like it calms me down, but it keeps me focused. I don't walk by that pile of laundry that's been sitting there. I don't walk by the dishes and ignore them like I normally do. I just literally go to it. I get it done. I get my Plexus work done. It's amazing. It's also, this might be a little taboo to talk about, y'all, but the libido with this product is amazing. So if that's been an issue for you, I can promise you your husband is going to be dying for you to take this product. That's all I can say. It just works that well. It's also, I don't know if you've heard of, your body has brown fat and white fat. This product is going to help, that white fat is around usually like your hips, your tummy, your stomach, that visceral fat that just gets hard. It's going to help burn that fat, and MetaBurn activates the brown fat also in our bodies, which is going to help just melt the fat away. So this product it's one of our kind of newer products. I say new because I've been with the company for 7 years, but this one is, it is just an amazing product. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else I left out. It's going to help promote fat loss, increase your energy, strengthen your hair and nails. Believe it or not, it actually does that. It's going to help you with concentration and memory. And y'all, honestly, for me, that's a big one. The concentration and memory is really huge. Improve your mood, calm stress and anxiety, and it's going to help balance your hormones. So your thyroid, if you've got PMS or just maybe a low mood, it's going to help with all that. And it also helps produce and increase your dopamine. So Kelly, do you have anything to add to this product?
No, but your husbands can take it too.
Yes, your husbands can take it too. And my husband is taking it.
Yep.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Good stuff.
Good product.
Okay. Oh, did we already do lead?
Yes, we did.
Oh, perfect.
Mhm.
I think we're done. Donezo. Oh, it's going the other way. Why is it doing that? Oh, ease is the last one. Okay, really quickly, because we're running long. We didn't mean to. We're sorry. But ease
Okay.
is a fabulous product. I take a loading dose of ease every single day, which is 4 to 6. It is a turmeric supplement, and turmeric is a pungent spice that you're probably familiar with, but it has a ton of health properties. People in India have the lowest cancer rates in the entire world, and that's because they have a diet that's rich in turmeric. And so it actually, there are so many studies. Turmeric outperforms acetaminophen and anything else, but they're not going to tell us that because it's a $1 billion industry. And besides the fact that it is an amazing, powerful anti-inflammatory, it is anti-cancer, and just honestly, it is such a fabulous product. Many people take turmeric supplements, they have to buy this supplement to go with it so that the turmeric is absorbed. That's because turmeric has to have a fat delivery system, and Ease has a fat delivery system built in. It has green lipid muscle, which is the fatty compound, which is also a powerful anti-inflammatory and very rich omega. It's just an amazing product. It also has serapeptase in it, and serapeptase is in Europe, it's actually dubbed the miracle enzyme because it's actually used to treat patients who have lots of different diseases where they have scar tissue that has built up. But serapeptase just kind of helps to break down and get rid of junk that's gunking up our system. Lots of people who have chronic sinus infections and, head junk, stuffiness, people who have Meniere's, really, like anything that's just stuff that's hanging out up there, serapeptase is going to be a product you want to get to them through ease. It's also in ProBio 5, not quite as much, but it also has bromelain in it, which we know is a very powerful anti-inflammatory and has tons of health properties. And that's just the way Plexus products roll, right? We are going to give you products that are going to be make a difference, right? That are going to do something in your body. And ease is amazing. I told you I have arthritis, and I still have arthritis. These products don't treat, prevent, or heal us. Well, not heal, treat or prevent disease, right? We're still human beings, but they make us a better version. And so I still have arthritis, but I'm no longer taking 600 to 800 milligrams of ibuprofen every day. I'm working out harder and longer than I ever have in my adult life. I'm more fit than I have ever been in my adult life. And that's without any need for ibuprofen or Tylenol. And I completely attribute it to just lowering my systemic inflammation and healing and repairing my gut health and supplementing my body and giving it the nutrients that it needs to function optimally. And so ease, yeah, some people take it as like a quick recovery product if you have a headache or if you hurt yourself or what have you. For me, as I said, I take it as a loading dose every day, so it's in my body. And we can talk. You can talk to your sponsor about that, but I also know that I'm just doing something that's good for my body, and I'm purchasing those quality years later on in life with all of the health benefits that I'm getting from all of these products.
Also, if you have any autoimmune issues, you're going to want to take this product like probably almost before you take anything else, because it's going to help get the inflammation down before you start with anything else. It's honestly one of those products I really feel like everybody should be taking. I just turned 51 on Saturday, and y'all, even I can just look back at pictures. I had so much inflammation even in my face, and some people actually even lose weight with ease because it just gets rid of that extra fluid and inflammation. I just can't even say enough. It also is great for anyone that's got IBS because, believe it or not, you'll have inflammation in your gut, and that one has probably also helped my stomach almost as much as BioCleanse has. So this is a product that I don't do without either.
No, agreed.
Okay, I think somebody asked us to go back to MetaBurn real quick and just to tell how many. I think I forgot to tell how many to take. You can take MetaBurn up to 2 a day. Most people take it, I think, one with breakfast and one with lunch. I did forget to mention that this product needs to be taken with a full glass of water. Some people might get a slight bit of heartburn with it if you take it without enough water. So usually the water takes care of that, and there's no issues. So like right after breakfast or in between. I personally have to take it with food. Not everybody does. I've got a more sensitive stomach. So if you do have a more sensitive stomach, you want to take it like after a meal. So up to 2 a day. Are there any other questions? You can either put it in the chat or you can just unmute yourself. This is a great time to ask.
That was a lot and that was long, but
yes,
we hope that you found value and learned something new.
Yeah. Okay, no questions? Oh my goodness. Okay, well, thanks for hopping on with us tonight, and we will get this recording out so that you can share it with anybody that has just started the products or needs a refresher on what to take and when to take it. So thank you guys for joining us.
Bye, guys.
Have a good night.